It's Madden NFL 24 on...
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Denver has the first down to play going for 15 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. And after that play, we've got an injury, and it appears to be to Cortland Sutton. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Pass to the sideline, pulled in. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again here, Wilson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Wilson. incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Opposite, green, check white, switch, yellow, check pink, yellow, white, blue, check.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. His throw's going to be incomplete. The Ravens had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning. And that
there he goes, left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back.
Touchdown, Broncos! Tim Patrick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage.
Yellow, check pink.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had a 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson to throw. That's to the left sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Now Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. Now inside the 25. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
And And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Ravens offense back out there. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It is intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here caught by Mims.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we're at halftime.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On second down, Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On third down, Jackson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On fourth down, here's the option.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this works well for them.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now an option play on second down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown.
Still first
now
down.
they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. On second down, Williams. He's still on his feet. Javonte Williams. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Javonte Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, another fine run right there from Lamar Jackson and CD. That one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Ravens.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a second and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It is true, the lead cut to 10, 23-13. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Ball start, offense.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2nd and 16.
Now Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Here's Wilson. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Here's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
Throwing, Jackson.
Sliding out of the pocket.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
That's caught. It's Flowers. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Now 1st and goal.
Now Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Broncos, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to